Hey folks, it's Friday, November the 7th. November the 7th. So here we are. We don't have that much longer till Thanksgiving. And folks, I'm worried. I'm really worried. I've talked about the surge, the spike, and so forth, and we're in the middle of it. We have had 4 cases in our staff this week alone. 4 positive cases. Uh, we're limited it to Society Hill, but that's scary. That's really scary. And I've talked to a lot of people, and I'm hearing a lot of reports. I know we're getting tired, but when we get tired, we're letting our precautions drop. I'm hearing stories about people that are not wearing their face mask are wearing their face mask like right there under their nose. Uh, this is pretty rough. Hand sanitization, whether it's by washing or by using the alcohol-based materials, all of that, and limit your time that you spend. Keep moving. In other words, yeah, these are pretty rough times. And I'm afraid they're not going to get any better. I think I said this maybe at the last video. One of our key go to sources for our data is one with the initials IHME, and they are predicting that the South Carolina peak surge will start happening around mid November, around the 17th. And with today being the 7th, that means 10 more days as things begin to climb and accelerate. So I'm worried. I make no bones about it. I'm worried. Uh, there's a lot of you that have to go to multiple sites. I know you're tired of having going into sites, and if you don't have your ticket to ride around your temperature having been taken, you got to take it all over again. Um, I know you don't want to do that. I know you thinking, I just got to rush in here just for a second. But I'm sorry, we just cannot begin to become less careful. So we got to tighten up, folks. We really do. We have to tighten up because things are getting serious. One of our positive cases has resulted in a hospitalization. And I don't want to see more situations that lead to hospitalization because that'll make it even more scary. So I beg of you, please be safe. Remember, if you have any concerns about yourself, if you think maybe that you might have some mild symptoms, even get tested. We'll test you. Um, Self quarantine. Go ahead, self quarantine. We will test anybody whether they've got symptoms or whether they're just worried or want to know. We're not asking questions, but we do beg of you that if you do have symptoms, and there's a big list of what qualifies as a symptoms. Frankly, I had a sore throat and a little bit of cold achiness earlier in the week, and I too was thinking, oh no, is it COVID? I loaded up on everything in my medicine cabinet: vitamin C, vitamin D, elderberry juice, zinc. Frankly, whatever it was didn't stand a chance. The next day, I felt fine. So we're entering into a season of the year with cold, sore throats, even respiratory allergies and things like that, where it's going to get worse before it gets better. So please please be careful. Remember, we'll test. And in that testing capability, I wish I could tell you that the rapid testing equipment was on its way. Um, we have ordered from Henry Schein, but we ordered quite a while ago. And this will be the Quidel Sophia rapid testing equipment. We will have, I believe, just about one piece of equipment for each office. Test results are available within 15 minutes. Uh, Henry Schein promised at a Primary Care Association meeting earlier this week that they felt like they were going to be able to supply everyone's needs by the end of November. And that's not that far away. So that will really help quite a bit because we'll be able to, for staff, most importantly for staff, be able to get quick testing turnaround times. And I know that's important. I've had conversations with many people that just the unknown of waiting that couple of days before those test results come back, and mercy me if they're delayed, that's a nerve wracking period of time. So I'm really hoping that Henry Schein is true to their word and we get our Quidel Sophia equipment by the end of November. But once again, I beg you, please double down on all of your efforts to stay safe, both at work and at home and in the community. Uh, Enough of that. I'm gonna switch gears to something much more fun. The voter incentive has ended. The drawing has been done. My name wasn't on the list. I think I need a recount. Just kidding. But I want to congratulate Dr. Ebert was one of the winners, the provider over at Bennettsville. Amber Johnson. Amber is a telehealth medical assistant with the Rhodes team. Vicki Craig is a provider at Hartsville. Nika Reddick is an AR technician over at the corporate office, and of course Tracy Beasley. Tracy wears multiple hats in compliance and in contracting and in credentialing and privileging out of the corporate office. So congratulations to everybody. This was a fun thing to do. I heard from a couple of you that you really appreciated getting off at 3 o'clock and being able to go and vote. I went out and did my voting, and was very pleased to see that it was actually a good time of day to vote. The lines weren't very long at all. And those of you who were poll workers, thank you, thank you, thank you. So you got it done, folks. I think the total count might have been 149, 48 of you who pledged to vote, and you made a difference. This is one of the biggest voter turnouts in South Carolina and really across the nation. And uh, it's your voice, and it was your vote. It counted. The last thing I'm going to switch, well, the last couple of things I'm going to switch gears on is Halloween, of course. How could I forget Halloween? It was fun. I know it wasn't the usual fun that we normally had. Remember, though, we've got until November the 18th to give you the results. It's a lot of work, frankly, to go through all of it, and even more so since we had to do it with a Zoom walkthrough. I, for one, as one of the judges, am going to have to go back and review all of those Zoom videos, which we recorded. We're going to be sharing that, and we may have already shared it, so you can kind of see, well, what did Bennettsville do that got so much attention, or what did Chesterfield do? Because I'll tell you, it was amazing what some of you came up with in the different sites. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you really enjoyed it. And the costume judging will also be the results of that will be November the 18th. I'm going to close on what will be a brief video today around Chesterfield. The building is moving very rapidly now. We've had a lot of fun doing what I call the icing on the cake, the new furnishings and some of the good things like putting in the framework, the images, the pictures. Uh, and that's really what makes our sites a little different and what makes them your home because you are our family. Um, our offices are our homes. We live in them. If we're not telecommuting, we live in them 8 hours a day. Let's keep them safe. Remember that that safety also applies to the way we keep our workplaces. We do a pretty heavy duty disinfection, and we can do a deep cleaning with the fogger and everything that you hear about entities that are doing that in a lot of different settings. But it's also up to you, making sure that you're taking care of your work area, keeping it tidy, keeping it clean, keeping it free of drinks if you're in an administrative area. We know if you're in clinical areas, you already can't have food or drink at your work areas. But folks, this too is infection control. So let's all do our part. Let's all be part of this few coming months that we've got ahead of us and keep our infection rate at Care South Carolina down because we have to be here for our patients. We have to be here for our communities. Y'all take care. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Enjoy. It's going to be pretty good weather. We all need the break. Bye bye.